understanding, and the understanding of everything. Everything is one, therefore, all you need is fun. Inside the self, but of course, from 0 to 9. Now, these placements, 0 to 9, can be ages, can be. So, these are the things that we must clear within inside ourselves. You are something that is beyond what you think. Inside the heart, there are special activations that can be activated to really work through anything. And those are in the quantum dimensional Reiki, 0 to 9. And in the first session, now we turn around and we say a wiping of emotion, 0 to 9. Doesn't mean that you're wiping and taking away your emotions, and because otherwise you wouldn't be able to be a person. What it is that you become neutral and your body becomes strong to the emotional feeling that you experience. 0 to 9. 0 to 9, 0 to 9, clear. If you are going through something in life and you're really looking for answers, you can book some session, and that is things that we these sessions. This is something that you have to experience. You cannot say this did not work for you, because it's all about experience. So it doesn't matter who you are, what knowledge you have, what you do for a living. That is just a part of you that is structured into an ego. So we're getting beyond that, and it doesn't matter what religion you are or anything of that sort. You're just a being, and that being is contained within inside the light. Is that light good or bad? The light, is that light good or bad? That really depends upon your programming inside of you. 0 to 9. Contact us today, and you will start to understand. This is very, very intellectual, and your spiritual understanding will inside like you never saw before. You are experiencing something. The question is, why are you holding on to that something? That something that is held on is the part that goes that cause all sorts of emotions. It also has to do with 0 to 9. Remember that, guys. 0 to 9 is very important. So 0 to 9 is a structure. That structure is a base. 0 to 9. So if I were to take 1, 6, and 9, well, I can say that that is the root, that is the third eye, that is the higher chakras on the ninth. I can say the age of 1, the age of 6, 9 years of age. I can say at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock during your times. Those were very emotional, and it really works with your intuition. And then as you're working with someone, you start to see exactly what is needed and how you would use 0 to 9. Then from there, you're going to take that, you're going to neutralize that, and then you're going to strengthen it to a higher understanding. And then from there, bring that person back to a neutral space without any form of harm or without any sort of greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, any sort of emotion, without a religion. 0 to 9 is where we work. And that is just the basic in the part of the quantum dimensional Reiki. So if you are a Reiki practitioner, well, ask yourself, how long did you practice? What was the training that you had? Were you really fully confident? Did you go out into the world not knowing? And is your practice correct? We're not here to knock anyone, but we're here to bring you in a dimension, because when you look at the founder of Reiki or different things, you will start to see that that person meditated, then from there they received, and from there they came down with something. But what happens if that person continued to stay in meditation instead of running? Okay, that would have been Kundalini Reiki. Now, since we are practitioners, we start to expand on that, and Kundalini Reiki is very, very powerful. And we're one of the original masters in Kundalini Reiki and lineage. So we can work that dimensional understanding of a quantum jumping inside of you to another era, time span, or 0 to 9 with inside your numbers that is needed. And this gets very confusing to people because you cannot take notes. It is all intuition based, and it is training your psyche and understanding. And that is why this is basically in very small groups, and the small groups are learning to practice on each other and learning an entrance and learning the states of command and understanding the contracts that you allow inside your life, as in good and bad. So these are things that you will start to understand, that you need this to help you expand. If you go into a religion or you go into something like that, well, then that religion has a theology, but that does not mean that it's true. And there's tons of people practicing all different religions. Therefore, you will have a fight with someone. We have to go beyond that and go on a quantum level where all is one. So the table is not the table, right? There is an energy in the table, but what is the matter that it is made from? And does that have any sort of life, emotion, feeling? And is it placed inside the air, or is it placed from the people being around it, the accumulation of the dimension, depending on the state of the person? It's like bending a spoon. Some people could do it, some people cannot. It's like sending energy waves. It's understanding that that energy is always here. Now, with that energy always being here, there is nothing for you to do except 0 to 9 and understanding, and then working on your emotions. So, if you are experiencing something and this does make sense to you, maybe a lot of people would say it does not make sense, this having a practitioner that is fully certified to make their way of light through you, to make the space inside, to reprogram the matter inside of you, in which not that you want to change, but the part of you that is always whole and there. We are here for you. You can contact us on WhatsApp, 939-492-9162. Book a session, 939-492-9162. You will get a basic reading of your energy. This does not work with someone's religion, nor is there a politic.